it's Greg Watford again, and welcome to this video called I Don't Think I Can Do This. I don't think I can build an online business and make money from home. Is that the way that you're thinking? Because if it is, please stay with me while I convince you otherwise. Well, I'm not going to do that. I've got a couple of special guests that I'm sure will do that. Just before I pass you over to these guests, look, there's just a bit of background. Well, the business we're talking about is the Karatbars Gold affiliate marketing business, and part of that business is a group called the Protection Through Gold. So we've got the Protection Through Gold support and training, which run regular hangouts or webinars. And last week's webinar, we had a couple of special guests, which I'm sure you will enjoy. So grab a pencil and paper, because there's lots of nuggets of wisdom in what you're about to hear.
Tina and Di, fantastic to have you guys here, and again, it's the fact that you are on this Google Hangout is another triumph over technology for you guys.
Absolutely.
Another learning curve.
Another one conquered, another one out of the way, and you know what, I get this question, this response so many times, you know, well, I tell somebody to go and do something and they say, well, I've never done that before. I said, well, once you've done it, you can never actually say that. So you can never say you haven't been on a Google Hangout before and that you don't know how to do it. Yeah, this is, it's awesome that you guys are here.
Yeah, a bit about my story. First of all, Pete and I, we had some sort of financial difficulties years back, and but we have recovered from that over the years. But this particular program of Karatbars, of course, has put a whole new side to it. I had already decided that. I had decided that this was going to be the thing I'm going to make a success of. Now, Di was of no other impression, because she said exactly the same. We decided to make the end of this year to earn $2,000 a week. Now, to do that, of course, to do that, that saying that was easily said, but it was not so easily done, because we both had never done any internet marketing. Everything that this program demanded of us was new to us. To make a long story short, we became involved in the PTG, in the Protection for Gold. And this funnel, the sales funnel, has every tool that you need to make it a success. And the results have been really, really very good for us, even to the point that I then, last week, had my first subscriber to Karatbars. And we were so incredibly excited, elated, over the top. We were that was just the first one.
Tina, you know, I've been following you obviously since you know, we sponsored you guys and followed your journey. I've seen you go offline when you first started. You were completely offline. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and you basically ran out of what we call a warm list. Ran out of people that were on your list, and then you got seriously frustrated with that. You decided to plug into the PTG system. Now, just let me ask you the question, just black and white. How much online marketing experience had you had when you decided to go with the PTG system and go online?
Zero.
Zero. So
zero.
Just let me get that 100% square. You had zero experience with any online marketing.
Yes.
Okay, and
we were sort of going to move into semi-retirement, and we got hit a bit with the GFC, not a bit, a lot. And so Gary had to sort of go back to work. He got an associate position, and I sort of was doing nothing. And I wanted to meet some people because I didn't know anyone down here at all, apart from my daughter and her friends. And I joined a choir, and that's how come I met Tina.
Yes.
We both sing in the Laverton Community Choir out here. So immediately, I must say that the choir were very diverse personalities, a group of interesting people. But very quickly I realised I was very like-minded to Tina. You know, how you just sort of attract to those people that you know think the same as you do, read the same sort of books, do all that sort of thing. So we formed this friendship, and I sort of was looking for something for myself to do, because we were trying to work our way back and not getting very far very fast. In fact, it was very slow the last 4 or 5 years. And that was when Tina, we literally were around here for dinner one night, and we didn't actually talk about Karatbars for a long time, and I just happened to mention, you know, the slow journey of trying to pay off credit card debt and the rest of it. We all know that. We've all been there. We've all done it. And Tina just said, I think I might have something you're interested in. Now, when Gary and I listened, what Gary and I actually first saw was the saving into gold. That was actually what we first saw. We thought this was our way back of getting a physical asset, because we didn't have the money to invest in property or anything else, but we thought we can do a gram at a time. And that was our first initial thought. We just thought of getting back something that was going to grow over time. And then we went home and we talked about it, and the next day, I didn't wait 2 days, 3 days, I was back the very next morning, and I said, I want to hear more. And then when I heard more, because I have been in business all my life, and I sort of relate a lot of things to what we've done, and that I just saw this business in front of me, and I could see it. I could just see it, and I thought this has just got amazing, enormous potential. And so inside of me there was a burning desire, like straight away. And as Tina said, you know, we just sat there that day and we sort of made our goals, and we made that decision that it was going to work. I've got zero experience, not only in online marketing, but in any form of all those other network marketing, MLMs, whatever. I've got no experience at all, but I just saw the potential in this business. So I followed Tina's lead and then did a bit of offline stuff and touched base with you. And I can remember I told you that, no, I'll just have to stick to this offline stuff, Albie, because I don't know anything about the computer. I'm not very good with it and all that. And so I did, you know, and I got a few people in it, and that was great. It gave me a little bit of a kick off, but we just had this discussion where we just said, right, we looked at our mentors, we looked at you, we looked at Lawrence. I had touched base with Andy Hinks through Facebook, and he was wonderful. Susan and Tammy, people in the Skype room, started to send us personal messages.
Yeah, unbelievable.
And so we just said, right, the only way we're going to succeed in this business is to go online. That is the only way. But we did not have a clue where we were going to start. So this was where there was no question about joining the funnel. Like Tina had joined it, she told me to join it, so there was no question for me. So we started literally in the funnel, step by step. That's where you start. You know, as Tina said, we had to make a start, and so we made that start. And then there came that time, as I said, as you just said, we had so many meltdowns, and that was when you got those messages, help, and you would always say the cavalry's coming. And if we hadn't have had you there for us at those times, I'm getting a bit emotional because I can't tell you what it meant to both of us, because it was those messages and those phone calls you were prepared to make to us that got us through the times where we both literally were in tears. We had hit a wall. We'd learn and we'd get to a certain part, and then it wouldn't work, and we kept doing it and just wouldn't work. And then just the few words that came from you on a message or a phone call, it just, you know, it helped us so much. But we're implementing and we're building our lists, and we've got people opting in. And as Tina said the other day, I was actually at my grandson's soccer match, and Tina called me to she wanted to tell me that she'd got somebody that had actually joined as an affiliate.
Yes.
And I'm screaming into the phone and crying at the same time, and my grandson scored his first goal. So you can imagine what happened. It was just incredible.
I think a good saying that always sticks in my mind is that, and I've got that from Lawrence. Lawrence says in one of his writings,
yes,
how does he say it?
Nothing
is actually hard.
Yeah.
It's just new. And that has stuck in my mind all the time, because it's amazing how certain sayings just, you know, that you take on board and you go with. And this saying has made a great impression on me, because it is true. It's not really hard, because once you know it, it's not hard. But it's just, you know,
it's new.
It's just new.
All new.
And I think that is what you have to try to get over and keep on going. As I say, I keep on keeping on. And the result will come. There's no two ways about it. And we are proof of that, because we are now on the road to success.
We are.
You are amazing, you two. And look, there's an old saying, when the student's ready, the teacher will come, and you're ready for the information.
I'm 76 years of age.
And I'm 10 years younger than her.
So we are in a hurry.
Yeah.
We don't want to wait another 5 years.
No.
It's got to happen this year, and it will. Because we have...
Let me get this right. You're 76 years old.
Young.
And you've just conquered the sales funnel. Is that right?
Yes.
You guys, this is why I wanted to get you both on here. There is no excuses. There is no excuse. Anybody who's watching this, there is not an excuse that you can come up with that I could possibly reconcile in my head that you cannot do this business. 76 and 66.
That's
and
right.
You're dominating this business. You've got to the point where you're actually sponsoring people online, and all you need to do now is scale up. And you know, by the end of the year, obviously the job will be done, because I know, you know, I've seen your trajectory, and I've, you know, seen your results in my back office. So that is an amazing, amazing effort. I just want to give you another one of these. You know? Obviously, if I was there, I just want to grab one of you in each arm and just give you a big old Aussie hug too.
Yes.
So, you know,
Well,
we need it. We need it from time to time.
We've got to. One of our goals is to get to one of your big seminars that you have, so that we can hug everybody.
Yeah.
We just want to hug everybody and just say thank you. The journey's incredible.
And that's why I dare to say, especially at my age, I would say, I dare to say, if I can do this.
Me too.
Yeah, but I'm still 10 years older than you. My God. Anybody else that is younger, and more probably the majority of our members would be younger, everybody can do that. Anybody can do that, because we struggle much more with the technology of the computer business than a whole lot of youngsters. Youngsters grow up with this stuff. That is all second nature to them, not to us. We have to learn this before we actually learn the marketing and the PDG and what have you.
The guys out there don't actually know all the challenges you've been through. Di, you struggle with a medical condition. Even the fact that you're here for as long as you are. Do you want to just quickly even just touch on that?
I do have a chronic medical condition. I have got a vestibular condition, which is vertigo. I've had that for 30 years, and I spin 24/7. So I actually live in a spinning world, and there are days when I never know how I'm going to be from one day to the next. So I take each day as it comes, and I do a couple of hours. I have to have a break, or else I just won't be able to do any more. So yeah, certainly I have limitations because of my chronic condition. People look at me and think I'm normal, and I say to my husband over 30 years, honey, what's normal? And he says, there's no such thing. He says, what is normal? You know, this is normal for you. So you just have to get up and keep on going and do it. Just do it.
Yeah, exactly. I think, Lawrence, I think we should actually have a list of excuses in the back office somewhere, and as people come up with excuses, kind of add them to the list. And as people come up with brand new with excuses, we can say, well, hang on, you're not allowed to use that one. That one's already been used, and you know, I'm too old. No, you can't use that one. We've used that one. You know, I've got a medical condition. Hang on, no, somebody's already used that one, and they're overcome that, so you can't use that one. Let me say, there is no excuse except if you're on your deathbed and you can't physically lift up your finger to click a mouse. There is no excuse that you cannot. You know, as Lawrence says, you cannot make excuses and make money at the same time. They do not coexist. And you know, it's just I cannot tell you how proud I am of you two, because I have seen where you've come from. Zero online marketing experience.
Both of us have decided, I think you people talk about that constantly too, there is actually only one good way of marketing, and that is the online marketing. Yeah. And there are exceptions to the rule, obviously. There are some people that can do fantastically well offline, but in general, I'm talking, I think most people would be more successful if they take the time to learn it properly, to do online marketing.
It's got to be, I think, those basics that you talk about, Albie, that sort of hit, Tina and I got to a stage, and then that sort of hit us like, you know, like a brick wall. We just said, okay, it's not working. We now have to go and follow. If it works for other people, what are they doing? So it was looking at what the other people upline, like people like yourself and the other people were doing, and we said, right, well, we've got to stop, start again, and go right back.
All the information is actually, it's so simple, because all the information that you need is in the PTG program. It's all there. And all the videos tell you exactly how to go, bit by bit, step by step.
Thank you so much to Tina and Di. I know just you having been on the Hangout this long physically has been a real challenge for you, so really appreciate you toughing it out and sticking with that. Tina, thank you so much for hosting this at your home there. You know, we are fiercely proud of what you're doing. You're a wonderful, almost a textbook example of how it should be done. You've also a textbook example of how it shouldn't be done when you first started, but you have made the transition. And you know, we are just so incredibly blessed to have you in our business, but so proud, and just having you as an example of, you know, doing it and persisting and being determined, and as you go, just every excuse pushing it to the side and making a beeline for that end goal, which is by the end of this year, is to get you guys making at least a couple of $1,000s a week. I already know it's going to be way more than that, but you know, because I see where you're headed, and I've seen people who have just done the basics for a long time just go kaboom, explode this business. So was there any last parting words you guys wanted to share before we wrap this up?
Yes, I said $2,000 a week, but of course we also know that once we can make $2,000 a week, that we can also make $10,000 a week and $20,000 a week and so on. Because once you know how to do it, the rest will come by itself.
All I can say is that, you know, we're just so blessed to be a part of the team that we are a part of, and having you and Lawrence and everybody else there having the faith in us, that has just been enormous. You know, apart from all the work we've done on the basics, just getting on those lists and learning from the people above you that are doing it, it's crucial, because you don't have to reinvent the wheel in this business. You just don't have to. And we just want to thank you all very much.
there is so much in this system to learn. The Hangouts are fantastic. I mean, you always pick up some sort of nuggets from it. You make a note of them and put them into practice if they suit you. And that's why the system is beyond belief. The people in it are actually even more beyond belief, and that is including you and Lawrence, but also Tammy and Susan and Cheryl Lang and a whole lot of other people that are so willing to help. This culture is unbelievably unique, I think.
Yeah, and you're right, LB. I don't think anybody could have any excuse in the world.
No.
There are no excuses. If they're making excuses, well, then they don't want to play the game.
They don't want it bad enough.
No, if you, as I said to Lawrence before, if you do nothing, nothing will happen.
If you do nothing, nothing will happen. And as LB said, there are no excuses. Aren't they an absolutely amazing couple? It's awesome to have them on our regular Google Hangout for protection through gold. Did you notice that? I think it was Di that said, "Within me, I have a burning desire. Within me, I have a burning desire." She's got a goal and she went for it. Well, they both went for it, as a matter of fact. Oh, by the way, Tina, the one on the left, she had a hip replacement surgery done during this period that they were talking about. So absolutely amazing. So their health is not 100%, and yet they forged on. Notice they sent up the smoke signals, help, 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 and what came back was stand by, the cavalry's coming from Albi. So I thought that was very good. Now the cavalry in this, I had to chuckle over that. The cavalry, well, I'll put them over my left shoulder here so you can see them. This is the support team that's available to you when you join Wendy and me in the Karatbars affiliate program. Now, what I'll do is I won't go into all those people, the stories about them. There is a video that I made called Who's There to Help? So just go and search my YouTube channel and look for the video Who's There to Help, and you'll find more about the support that's available to you when you come on board with Wendy and me. Okay, now that line, if you do nothing, nothing will happen. Well, there's no excuses. The next step is for you to click the links below this video. You can join Wendy and me straight away. It's called Join the Goal Team. Or also there is another link that I'll put there that says Profit Through Gold. So if you enter your details in the Profit Through Gold, I will personally send you some emails with some important videos. So keep a lookout for them in your email inbox. Okay, if you got value out of this video, please like, comment and share. And I look forward to welcoming you on board, and I also look forward to catching you in another video. Bye for now.